W.
Yes. I know it's not God of War, but I just want to chill stream for a minute. That I don't know if I said that every day I would like every stream day I would only stream God of War, or if I just do a God of War
Heavily
stream.
double stream.
But uh, if I said that I was gonna do it every like just God of War every day, then I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Double.
Stream. Uh, but I will do a God of War stream every stream day, just not always like God of War immediately. The real question is, do we clean the satellite dish, the solar station, the gnome fountain, the steam locomotive, the mini golf course, or the bungalow, the playground, or the dirt bike?
You
I
said
say
you
we do
would
the
do
dirt
one
bike.
every stream day.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not lying, because I have done one today, even though it was very short, but um, I promise we're getting really close to the plat on the God of War. Am I being texted by the guy? I wasn't even paying attention. This will be a very quick and easy clean. But I'm getting very close to the God of War Platinum, and then I can finally give it back to Blue Fearful. Okay, when I put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm eager to give it back, which I'm not, like... Well, I mean, I want to give it back because it's his, but... It's a fun game. Exhaust? I haven't completed... Where the freak's the radiator?
Peak.
Oh. Boom. Easy dirt bike clean. I did not do this in a very satisfying way, but I don't care, it's clean. Alright, now the real question is, do we do the bungalow, the playground, or do we do a bonus job? And if so, do we do the Muckingham Piles Part 1 or Odd Jobs? I'll let y'all decide. Career or odd jobs, and then or bonus jobs, and then I'll let you decide from there. Liquid tastes so good. Because everything we have to clean from here is going to take a while. Like the fountain, the mini golf course, the state. Well, that one might not take that long. I don't know how long the locomotive is. The satellite dish, I imagine, is going to take us, like, a long, long time. And a whole solar station, probably going to be a while. A whole mini golf course would probably take a while, same with a steam locomotive. Um, the bungalow Might not take that long, but I know this will take a while. Ugh.
I did all of the SpongeBob stuff.
Oh, that's a dub. I don't have the SpongeBob stuff or like the Muckingham Files to Part 6 because, yeah, don't care. I don't want to buy stuff. But you know what that sounded like to me? That sounded like the bungalow. I think I heard the bungalow in there, so we're gonna go there. I'm glad you're here. Calvin's such a good boy. What? I didn't get to read all that. All I got to hear is Calvin is such a good boy, and I don't know if I want to know the well, okay, it's not freaky, y'all. Chill out. Specifically, Lobo, settle down. Simmer down there, pal, bro. You need to calm down. You should have heard what this dude was saying during the Empress of Light, bro. He was actually, like, on some stuff.
Calvin the...
Calvin. Calvin. Even though it's not even his name, it's Alvin.
Alright, buddy.
Yeah, he was saying some crazy stuff, bro. He was saying some crazy stuff. You wouldn't even know. How does one's house get this dirty, by the way? Like, I'm genuinely confused on how their whole house gets this bad. What, did you throw it from the ground upwards? Like, did you flip the house upside down, then throw up on it? Like, I'm so confused, because... Oh, it's not right.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Glad we got that cleared up.
Well, kinda.
Explain on how, kinda.
I ate the house first.
Ew. Disgusting. Weirdo. Shame him. Shame, 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 shame.
It was clean at the time.
I would imagine. Freaking weirdo. Who eats a house?
If you're wondering why the grass is fine, I skipped anything green.
That adds up. I figured you just, like, spat it out on some random piece of land, but, you know. Sure, that works too, I guess. I was nowhere near done. There was a whole big spot right here. Well, I guess we start somewhere.
It's a feature.
A creature feature. Featuring the creature.
Chad is beating Empress of Light one-handed peek.
See, that's what I'm saying. He was saying some wild stuff like that. Yeah, it is peak, but my point is that we're still saying some wild stuff like that. Weirdo. Weirdo. Weirdo alert. I thought this was going to be its own separate thing, but it is not.
I were saying I like getting spanked.
Like I said, he was saying some weird stuff, y'all. Dreyer Part 11 is going to go actually insane.
You.
Oh, no. I don't think that was a mistype. I think we're just trying to frame this back on me now, honestly. I'm glad you've come to the agreement that you are the one saying crazy stuff. I'm glad we have come to that mutual agreement.
Don't even.
I'm glad we've came to that. Thank you for being such a kind and understanding individual. I just know he's typing like a paragraph of how I was saying some crazy stuff right now. Even though it was all him, of course. It always is. I've never said anything wild about a video game character ever. In the history of ever. Like, you could... None of my old videos have I ever said anything crazy about any video game character. Ever.
You said, quote, I want these men in me please, oh yes.
Okay, yeah, that one I think we're tweaking on. If you're gonna make up lies, at least make them believable.
Alice Angel Buddy.
That doesn't count! That doesn't count! No, that actually just doesn't count. That was a different time.
Natsuki.
That doesn't count because that doesn't count either. That just Alice, Angel, and that don't matter because it's both true.
Miku.
Okay, that one's just you.
Wait,
That
no.
one's just you. Yeah. That's what I thought. You're just like me, for real. You're just as bad. If not
That's
worse.
anything.
Yeah, we know. We know, bro. We know. We are very aware of this fact. Anyways, off the topic of, like, Gooner characters or whatever, I actually forgot what I was going to talk about, but yeah, here we are. Guys, are we hype for new games for this year? Or announcements even as well? You know what I want to see? I want to see the fanverse actually, like, be relevant again. The Fazbear fanverse. I want to be able to play the Joy of Creation and Candies and Pop Goes, because Pop Goes would be the first time I'm ever playing it, but I want to be able to play it.
Me when GTA 6 gets delayed again.
I honestly do not care about GTA 6. The only GTA game I've played was San Andreas for like 2 minutes, and then GTA 5. When GTA 5 is a dub, don't get me wrong. And I don't imagine that GTA 6 will be bad either, but I just genuinely do not care about GTA 6. Or the GTA, like, franchise as a whole. GTA 5 will probably be the last GTA game I ever play. Now, as for getting delayed so much, that's a Rockstar skill issue. But hopefully they make up for it by making it, like, actually good.
Real, I like GTA but the delays have ruined any excitement I had.
Deadass. That's kind of like how where I'm at with Dark Deception. Like, it's hard for me to get excited for Chapter 5, because it's just not coming, bro. It's just not. Okay, hold on, wait. We've cleaned the front side of the house. Let's head to this side.
Since I'm still newer to the game, I'm still excited.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it's not like like, if Chapter 5, like, just gets a release date announced, like, right now, I wouldn't be excited or, like, jumping out of my seat type shit, but, like, what I'm saying is I'm just not expecting it, like, anytime soon. And so, therefore, I'm not following any Dark Deception content. And I've kind of just lost... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just, yeah, I think you know what I mean, but I'm...
ASDF movie 16 was just released.
Say what now? Last time I remember the ASDF movie it was at 12. Where did these other 4 come from? This game is so satisfying. I love it so much. I just got that because I'm gonna need it when I get to the top of this roof. Is that short version? That extended slightly version.
Oh, and another character, Betty.
Betty? Who's Betty? Is that someone from ASDF movie 16?
Betty.
I'm a little lost. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little lost on who Betty is.
Gunnar character.
I don't know a Gunnar character named Betty. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Are you talking about the Betty from Dark Revival? Are we serious, bro? Are we actually serious right now?
From Date Everything.
Oh.
The bed.
Okay, I'm glad we weren't being serious about that. That entire game is Gunnar characters. Let's be so honest. Let's be so honest with ourselves. That entire game is just Gunnar characters.
You had a whole thing about Better Buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. This dude's just yapping about nothing at this point. Honestly, he's just yapping to make me look bad. I'm gonna be honest. Bro's trying to have the Sasha gaming allegations.
The Goonstein files need to be released.
The Goonstein files. The Goonstein files. Have you just heard what came out of your mouth, bro? Your mouth. What have you just made Tess say, bro? The Goonstein files. The Goonstein files. I think it's time we lock in, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think now is the time to lock in. And clean this porch. But bro, I'm so excited for the Fazbear Fanverse Joy of Creation stuff. I'm actually so hyped for that. I really want to play Joy of Creation. I've wanted to play it ever since I've seen it. And playing Five Nights at Candy's will also be a dub. I'm gonna have to get Char Char Binks to join me because he's a master at Candies. Char Char Binks has actually beaten 720 mode for Candies, believe it or not. And I was there to witness it. Ma keeps messaging me. They're really getting excited how it's looking. Sounds like it's going great. Who the freak is Ma? I was not done. I was not done. This game's rigged. Lobo, give me an actual FNAF hot take. Not one that, like, is a hot take, but it's actually dub. One that's, like, I actually disagree with. And don't just say Foxy's the best character, because that's just not... Like, at that point, that's just rage bait. Like, I know that's just rage bait.
I don't have one.
I see. Mine is that I don't hate Scrap Trap's design, and I think it was actually good. As good as Springtrap? No. No. Not by a long shot, no. But... I just don't think it was that bad.
Helpy is not helpful.
Wait. I actually think he's kind of right on that one. I mean, realistically, what does Helpy help with at all? All he does is whine and help wanted too. And in FNAF 6, all he does is dance while you buy shit. Oh, here's another hot take. Security Breach wasn't a bad game. I said it. Security Breach was not a bad game.
Secret of the Mimic had one of the best stories in FNF.
Ooh, that one's a good one, even though I don't completely disagree. I actually don't completely disagree, but I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people will disagree with that, but I actually think that's a really good hot take, and it's actually kind of good. But I really liked Secret of the Mimic story about how, like, Edwin, his wife died, and then he made the computer to just be like, what the hell am I doing, bro? And then he trapped her down in the basement. And then when David died, well, then the Mimic, started mimicking her. He's like, you're not her! And that was a successful one. And then he trapped that one, and then the
It's
boostman.
like Henry with Charlie.
Yes! And he made, like, the robot versions. Like from the Silver Eyes, right? It's like I mean, I don't think it's like a nod to that or like a reference or anything to that or something, but I thought it was really good. And then also it's like, I like it because it doesn't have a happy ending as well. And I'm not just saying that because, ugh, so dark, emo. I love scary, bad stories that don't have good endings. Because I think this one actually works without a happy ending. Edwin, you know, he gets killed by his creation. You know, obviously he's never going to get his family back. Phasm Entertainment takes over, and then that, like, sets the stage for the rest of the games. And now replaying them is, like, it's in a whole different light now, knowing that how Edwin and stuff happened. I think the only thing I didn't really like about Secret of the Mimic was the lack of randomness to it. Most stuff was just, like, you go here and then Jackie would show up and then chase sequence immense that, you know, it's just mostly just scripted stuff. This is kind of something I agree with Ian about, even though I don't think it completely ruins the game, so there's that. But it's mostly it's not just Secret of the Mimic either. It's like most popular horror games now, where there's no randomness to it. Everything's just scripted, and you're gonna have to, like, run away here and there. Now, again, I don't think this completely ruins the game. I just think it, like, could be improved by adding randomness to it. And, you know, obviously some horror games have been, like, trying to steer away from that. Like, Poppy Playtime with Chapter 4 with the Yarnaby section. That was the best part of the chapter. And then, obviously, the Doughy fight as well. Which, that one was less because it was not scripted, but also because Doughy's just a really well-written character. I need to take a drink. I've been talking a lot. But, the Yarnaby part, one of the greatest parts in Poppy Playtime. I would argue, like, one of the best moments of all Poppy Playtime. Well, no, I'd argue the best moment of all Poppy Playtime. Same with Doughy. Like, that was just really, really, like, well done. But then the rest of the chapter is just, like...
PS Party Podcast.
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to have your voice heard, I'd actually be down to, yeah. Just over games. I know Lobosterosaurus is fine with his voice, I don't know.
With that.
Bet. I don't know if Lobosterosaurus wants to hop on with us, but, I'm okay with that. Boom. Wall. I like talking about horror games. It's really fun. Also, Blue Fearful, have you seen the new Iron Lung movie? Well,
While playing would be peak.
True. Do you want to hop on a party? And then...
No.
Aw, damn, I was about to spoil it. Good thing I didn't. Because I was about to start talking about it. Speaking of Iron Lung, my video for it is recorded. Because I recorded it before I watched the movie.
I don't get why people don't like the game. It's peak.
Genuinely, why do people not like the game? I Jeez, I can't even talk. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I just don't see why people don't like it. It was really fun for me. And unlike, like, 90% of games now, it's not just all cheap jump scares. Well, 90% of all horror games now. Like, Poppy Playtime is mostly cheap jump scares. Or at least the earlier chapters were. All of Chapter 3 was. Okay, not really. A bunch of Chapter 3 was, until you got to, like, the Dog Day part and the Mist of Light part. Well, no, the Mist of Light part was just all cheap jump scares, except the sequence at the end. Chapter 1 was seriously just all cheap jump scare. Chapter 1 sucked of Poppy Playtime. I'm sorry, it really did. I don't understand how that was what kicked off its popularity, but, I mean, I'm not completely opposed to it. I like what we have now with some of the chapters.
They do it because it saves time and gets the job done, but it's still not as good.
Yeah. Cheap jump scares aren't always bad. I should probably have specified that. I don't hate cheap jump scares all the time. And that's probably how Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 got popular. But what matters is it's not just all cheap jump scares. If it's all cheap jump scares, then it's just, like, you stop getting scared at that point. It's like the one SpongeBob episode when the Flying Dutchman was trying to scare... Okay, apparently even Pops is out in his rocking chair having a look. Where? 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 Okay,
Nice,
well.
I should go back to this and do it in
Hello.
VR.
You can play this game in VR. I mean, well, I can't, because I don't have a PC, but I didn't... Well, yeah, then they would have a VR port for that. That's cool. W, you should. But yeah, I think the problem with, like, when it comes to games being with cheap jump scares, if it's all just cheap jump scares. And that's basically what Chapter 1 was, except for, like, that vent chase at the end, which is only scary for a little bit. And then, that's not the only problem people had with Poppy Playtime at the time. There was also, like, the drama with Ecker Coaster, which... Yeah, and then there was also the NFT thing that happened when they started teasing Chapter 2. And then Chapter 3 was peak. They had no controversies. Chapter 3 was just good, except the fact they scrapped everything that was going to be really scary about it. But they still gave us a great chapter, genuinely. And then, what was I going to say? Chapter 4, people got mad because it was released broken and buggy. And, you know, I can't blame them. Even though the other chapters are still buggy as well, because, when I remember streaming the Platinum for the Chapter 2, the floor just wasn't there one of the times. It was just
like
gone.
They don't want to rush it, but do it anyway.
Yeah, I feel like what they're worried is about, like, the public being like, bro, why is the chapter not out yet? But in my personal opinion, I feel like they should take the time they need to get it out. Now, with Dark Deception, I feel like it's the complete opposite side of the coin, where they've, you know, accept the fact that it's going to take time, which, you know, is good. That's good. You know, don't let your fan base pressure you into releasing a broken game. But then they'll work on a side project. Okay, you know, one side project, not that bad. You know, you could probably still manage that. Then another, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, until there's like 700 side projects that, and then you forget what's going on with the main game. Like, right now, Super Dark Deception, it's cool, I guess. I don't hate it, but the main game isn't finished yet. But you know what? One side project, fine, for sure. Whoop-de-doo. Then there was also a Dark Deception racing game that was proposed, or, like, being made. I don't even know what happened to that, I'm gonna be honest, but even if I did, then, why? The main game isn't out yet? Then they're also working on a different game, House 2. Not House 2, they're, like, working on something else about that. And then now the Dark Deception Roblox game, like, I feel like we're having a lot of stuff to do at once. And even when they do work on the main game, it's adding stuff that, like, it's cool, but does it... Do we really care? Like, third person. Like, cool concept, I guess. It's just that I don't care that I can go in third person. I'm never gonna do that. Like, for all of my Dark Deception playthrough, I will never go in third person. Ever. Apart from to, like, show it off. Like in the demo, when I did. Or as, like, a challenge, or if it has an achievement attached, then I will never go in third person apart from those times. Now, it's not to say that I want them to, like, rush Chapter 5, and I understand that, you know, it's gonna take time or whatever. It's just that, like, how much time is it realistically gonna take? And how much time is being taken away from it because of the side projects? And, you know, I don't hate the side projects. I literally bought Super Dark Deception. I've played it. It's not a bad game. It's just, like... I don't know. I just feel like the main game should be their priority first. And then they can work on these side projects. And it's not like they don't have fans for the games either. Because, again, I bought Super Dark Deception. It's a fun game.
They focus on the money, but this usually leads to dying out with no more future ideas.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what, unfortunately, is what they're doing. And, you know, I understand that, like, there's been some setbacks with them, because, like, there was one moment, I remember following it at the time, but they got sued by Monster, the energy drink company, because of their game Monsters and Mortals. That's another thing, too, like, their PvP game, or, like, their PvP online game. Which, you know, that was, like, their first side project. That, nobody batted an eye, because it was, you know, it was good. It was fun. It was just one, you know, they could focus on the main game and work on it here and there. Sorry, I really need a drink. I can yap, like, for days on end about games like this, I swear. And then they also, like, had a Fortnite collab now. Like, it's only a matter of time before they collab with Minecraft. But as I was saying, they got sued by the Monster Energy Drink company because of Monsters and Mortals, and I understand that Monster is a big company, and they're like an indie game studio, so legal fees, you know, probably going to cost a lot. They're going to need some money, and that's also going to delay development, understood. But that was like 3 years ago now. I think the lawsuit is long over. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not long over, but I am pretty sure it is long over. Oh yeah, look, a volcano. I forgot there was a... Kitty! I forgot that there's a cat in like each... the mayor's cat is in one of the each... Fuck, I cannot talk. The mayor's cat. Yes, kitty! The mayor's cat is in like, each of the levels, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I guess I kind of just missed games where it was like random chance. Also, here's a FNAF hot take, apparently. I found out what was a hot take. Is that I like the new FNAF games, but I kind of missed, like, the point-and-click, sit-and-survive kind of style of the old ones. Like, I want a game that brings that back. And also, the extras menu, where you get to see the animatronics. I miss that. I also miss, the 20 modes, of course, because, I mean...
OG FNAF was lit.
Yes, OG FNAF was just, like...
Yes.
Prime era. Not to say, like, I really want to preface this by saying I do like the new FNAF games. They're good. They're not bad. Steel Wool is not doing a bad job. But the old sit-and-survive style of FNAF is, like, it's what made it popular in the first place, and I kind of want to see that be brought back. And, like, I know, like, I should not be asking for 20 modes, considering the fact they're really, really difficult for me. And I still have to beat the FNAF 4 2020 mode, in which I have not even tried to record yet. But, the point is that I miss it. I miss having 20 modes to do. Because after I beat 2020 mode again, because I've already beaten it once, then it's just 50-20. And, you know, I know 50-20 is going to be really difficult for me to do, especially since I'm on console, but I've seen runs about it. I know it's not impossible, so eventually I will get it, and it's going to happen. But, it's just like after that, there's nothing hard in FNAF left to do. That sounds weird, but it's just like there's nothing difficult left to do. Secret of the Mimic doesn't have, like, some sort of difficult mode, unless VR mode's gonna be really difficult, but, I think I'll be good. Like, the last, like, hard mode, in quote-unquote, or, like, 20 mode, was FNAF Into the Pit, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, that... I'm not gonna lie to you, that was largely easy. It was not even that bad. It took me, like, what, 3 attempts on stream? I don't even know. Now, I know Bendy Lone Wolf had, like, a no-death thing. I don't even remember... I know that you could cheese it by just pausing the game and just quitting to menu and then coming back, and that's what I did because I got really, really far and I didn't feel like restarting. But even so, that wouldn't be that bad if once you got everything down. But I just miss, like, the challenges. Because modern FNAF isn't challenging. It's fun, but it's not challenging. And that's why I enjoy games sometimes, is the challenge, right? You gotta defeat this really difficult boss, like the Valkyrie Queen. That is really fun. I love fighting the Valkyrie Queen. Why do I have to clean inside of the chimney? These guys are really picky about their house.
Fighting a boss RN.
W. But, like, that's my point. It's really fun fighting, like, really difficult bosses, and then you get, like, you're getting it down here, like, slowly but surely, and then boom! One of these attempts, you're just like, you're there. like you get to like not half health, but like a third, not a third, like really low health. You know, you fail, but then you're like, damn, I got them really, really low. Let's go it again. You know, you give it a bunch more attempts, and then boom, you finally get it, and it's really satisfying. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Also, what boss are you fighting right now?
A boss from an Elden Ring type game.
Ah, okay. Hold on, wait. I can actually just see what game you're playing. Lords of the Fallen. Oh, no. That sounds really difficult. I could never play Elden Ring. I could never do it. I would actually die so quick.
I accidentally bought it.
Oh.
It's alright so far though.
Well, at least it's not bad, even though you accidentally bought it. Well, it's actually a good thing that it's not bad, because since you accidentally bought it. If I bought a game accidentally and it was bad, I would have actually crashed out. Is there a way to refund games, or is that just, like, not possible? I would imagine it's not possible, but...
Id.
Fair enough. I don't know either. But yeah, I miss difficult challenges in games. I miss it a lot. Now I know I could just play like a really difficult game like Elden Ring, but I want a difficult challenge that I could actually do realistically, and not one that I would have to like do one hit, dodge 700 times, one hit, dodge 700 times, one hit, dodge 700 times. I want one like I can constantly get hits and then have to dodge, you know, here and there, and you know, like something like that. One that's actually fair and not just like I have to hit every so often and takes like in 3 hours to beat. Like, that's just crazy. I hate bosses like that.
I think next stream we should do a PS party.
I'm down for that.
When is next stream?
Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah. Because today is Monday. Okay, so the reason why I'm streaming today and also, like, doing the recording today is because I think I told you, it's because I am physically incapable of streaming on Saturdays for the most part. And so I do double stream on Monday and Sunday so I can get it on the right schedule.
There is a concert tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I'm very interested to see what that's gonna be like, because a concert at school, something doesn't seem right. This seems a bit too good to be true. Granted, free time out of class, but not out of the classes I want to have free time out of. But, you know, whatever. I'm pretty sure we leave first hour, I think it's like either an hour, not an hour, but like a minute early or a minute later. I didn't get the Porsche fences? Okay. But yeah, next stream will be a PS party. We'll have a PS party, yeah. Next stream I'm going to be fully 100% completing Alfheim, assuming I don't do that on my own time somehow. Or just a little bit. I might get, like, the artifacts there and just get Alfheim done, because there's nothing really left to do there. It's just find one legendary chest and get 3 artifacts, and it's just kind of boring. I don't want to bore people. Niflheim is, like, one thing I probably will do a lot off-stream. If I do anything off-stream. Because that is, it's just, get, like, 5 gajillion mist echoes, and then get a rare drop in a chest or something. To fight a Realm Terror. And you have to do that 3 times, like... That's probably the last thing you have to do in Alfheim 2, is that's probably like what the undiscovered bit is just Realm Terrors, and it's going to be 3 they have to do, and that'll be the last favor for it. Alfheim, I'm thinking about it, actually didn't even have any favors that we had to do. Apart from, like, main missions, but I don't think that counts. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I don't know if I said this in my God of War stream, but tomorrow, hold on, what time is it? 9:58. Okay, tomorrow is Spyro 2 Part 2. Then after that will probably be Job Simulator Part 2, or Among the Sleep, like the last part of it, so I can just finish that game. Or Dispatch Part 1. Ooh, I need to get... That was, like, so nowhere near done. There was a whole big old spot nowhere near done. Did I seriously just leave this? I really want to get my Dispatch playthrough out. Easy job complete. Alright, let's see the time lapse. Oh yeah. You're not going to see any of the work I did on the back. Or the side. Still a dub. Alright. We could go to the Muckingham Files Part 2 and clean the excavator. I don't imagine it's that big. And then after we 100% complete God of War 2018, it's Ragnarok time with Valhalla. This is a lot bigger than I had previously expected. It'll likely take you a while to clean the great thing. What were we digging up, my guy? What could we have possibly been digging up with this excavator? This lawn gnome? I'll pop the kettle and make you a nice hot drink and tell you the entire amazing story. Oh no. Okay, I can see how the claw would get dirty. Now, how does this happen? How does the body of the excavator get dirty? This freaking bucket get clean, yo? Okay, you know what? We're quitting the excavator. No, we're done. We're just gonna go to the playground. We're on the playground. Start job. This is gonna take a long, long time to do the playground. work. Unless I can buy a new nozzle. I mean, not nozzle, but a new power washer, but I can't. This frickin' fence is in the way. Tear it down. Making my job so much harder than it needs to be. Go back to the time McDonald's had play places in their locations. I'm not talking about just like some measly slide they have now, like just one slide, and then like tablet computers where you can play like freaking cool math games on. I'm talking about like actual play places with like the tube systems and stuff. the shit I used to witness in some of them is insane. It was insane. I loved them so much, but it was insane some of the stuff you could see. My favorite thing to do was to find one of those glass panels, like little window pieces, look out and just like mess with people outside, just like stare at them for no reason. I don't know. I was kind of mean as a kid. But there was one time I was in the tube, someone like full on smacked me, and then I turned around and like they gave me the most devious, evil ass smile ever, and then start running through the tubes. I'm going running after them, and then I get lost, and yeah, I don't even know. And that's my traumatic experience with McDonald's tubes. I'm kidding. I still loved them, and if I was not 17, I would still go in them. If I was not pushing if 18, I would probably still go in them. I'm going to be completely honest with you. We got quite a bit to do here, yo. What is this concert even about tomorrow? I don't even know what it's about tomorrow. It's weird that they're saying it's a concert, because I highly doubt it's an it's a concert. But I'm curious on what this is about. I'm just saying it's gonna be some like really, really cringe shit and I'm gonna die. I still had like all the way over to here, bro. What are we talking about? Floor edge clean. No. I was not done. If the whole concert's just like some college thing, then I'm gonna like just cry. Well, no, I'm just gonna talk to my friends the whole time at that point. Like, I'm not. Trying to think of other things to talk about. There's Valentine's Day coming up, but I don't think anyone cares about that unless they have a Valentine, which I do not, so I do not care about it. Is this trash can dirty? Are we serious? Where's the kitty in this level? I know that they're here somewhere. I know they're here somewhere. They're here somewhere. I know they are. You can't hide them from me. Oh, there's another trash can here as well. Or, it's not a trash can, it's a bin. Also, it seems as if they can hide this cat from me, because I cannot find it. For now. Boom. Trash can. Boom. The bins have... Not the bins. One more bench. I mean, the bins have been cleaned, but one more bench. Blue Fearful, what do you think's next for FNAF? Like, what do you think's gonna happen after that? I know there was, like, the teaser with Scott in one of Dawko's charity streams saying that there was a sequel being worked on. Not a 3 or whatever, but, like, a literal 2. A sequel to some game. What do we think that game is? I've heard most people just say FNAF World 2, which, I don't know. I don't know about FNAF World 2, but Maybe, maybe. I'm not opposed to it if I get to play a FNAF World game. Boom. Benches are clean.
Fredbear game hopefully, but maybe something like SB.
True. I'm thinking it's gonna be something like SB, like you said, or like Ruin 2 or something like that. I don't really think FNAF World 2, as much as I would not be opposed to that, of course, but I just don't think it's gonna be that. I know Scott said he wanted to, like, try again with FNAF World because, you know, he just thinks it was released at the wrong time. And, you know, that's valid. But I feel like if he wants to try again, he should, like, release it on consoles and stuff, because people would, like, I would actually... Maybe this is just me wanting to get the game on console, I'm going to be completely honest, but I really want to play FNAF World. It's so good. I genuinely do not know how people hated on it back then. There we go. That's what I wanted.
I just got cooked.
That scared me, bro. I was so locked in on cleaning this floor. I get cooked by, like, every boss I play, but then I get progressively better. Except some bosses. Some bosses are just free, but... if it's for, like, an Elden Ring style boss, yeah, I'd get cooked so hard. Bro, the freaking Valkyrie Queen I was actually getting cooked by. Except that one attempt I did, I mean, I wasn't, like, doing very well, but her health bar was yellow, and I was doing more damage than I had done in my previous just random tries. So that means something, right? At least I think it does. I can at least say that I'm half decent at the game. At God of War, at least. I'm half decent at it. I'll say that. Yesterday, after I streamed, I was on a call with a few of my friends. I watched one of them fight.
You're really good.
I mean, okay, I did defeat all of the Valkyries except the Valkyrie Queen yet to beat her. But I saw him fighting. It was Kara, and that's the one that summons Draugr. I remember her. The craziest part, like, he was struggling, right? Kinda. It was simply just because she summoned stronger. That's literally the only thing that makes her fight difficult. I'm telling you this now. Because I was like, this is the second easiest Valkyrie in the game, by the way. And then I had him fight Gunnar, or Gunner, or I'm just gonna call her Gunnar by her actual name. And I was like, this fight took me 2 hours. I need to beat it in 2 seconds. Like, now, I feel like if I went back against the Valkyries with the gear I have now, and, well, just the knowledge I have now as well, I feel like I would win. I feel like that I would actually do well.
He also played more.
What now? Are you talking about, like, my friend? Yeah, he's beaten the game before, like, a bunch of times on, like, New Game Plus and stuff. But yeah, I feel like if I went back against Gunnar, like if I had saved her for like one of the last Valkyries, I would have easily wiped that, like easily wiped the floor with her, genuinely. I can definitely see why people call Gunnar the easiest Valkyrie. Because she is. That's not to say that Gunnar is easy, because she's not, like, completely free if you have bad armor and stuff. But I bring that up because he beat it in like 2 minutes. He's like, bro, how did this even take you 2 hours? I was like, I had to explain how I hadn't even beat the game yet. I didn't think I was like halfway through the game. And then, obviously, I came back with better gear and then locked in, destroyed her. And then, obviously, I came back to the rest of the Valkyries with insane gear and then destroyed every single last one of them. And barely struggled on all of them. On any of them. Frickin' the Muspelheim one was... I thought that one was going to be a problem because she summons meteors, like... And then, no, because I'd win. Now it's just the Valkyrie Queen. And oddly enough, I feel like I can get that down if I, like, stick to it. But yeah, no, that's what the Valkyries get for, well, specifically... They can all blame Gunnar for the Vengeance side to release upon them, honestly. Because that's what they get for having me spend 2 hours on the easiest Valkyrie. And the one in Niflheim was like really easy, but that's probably because you had to like, well, I say really easy, kinda, sorta ish. That one is just like it's a battle with time. You're stressing about the freaking curse because it's
Gunnar.
Yeah, yeah. Oh hey, it actually said it right. I think Gunnar or maybe it's Gunnar. Gunnar. I think it's how like Mimir says. I don't even know. I was really not paying attention when he was talking about them. Boom, roundabout is done. I can mess with the soccer ball. Well, I'm trying to push the soccer ball up the slide. So I think it's for an achievement, but I'm not completely sure. Go up the slide. Okay, you know what? Screw it. If it's an achievement, too bad. We'll get it some other time. Oh yeah, I think the only other difficult, like, Valkyrie that I found difficult was the one that, like, went up in the air, was like, "For Valhalla!" And then just came up and just started stomping on your face. And also the one that had, like, the light thing, so I had to figure out the fact that, you know, I had to shoot her while she was in the air. The Niflheim one was easy. It was just the curse. The Stego slide. Oh my gosh, wait. The Stegosaurus is kind of like Spyro colored. Just thought I'd point that. I mean, kind of. It's like purple and then yellow, and Spyro is like purple and this orangey color. Dude, a Fredbear's game for FNAF would be so peak. I feel like if they do a Fredbear's game, then bring back the Sit and Survive, bring back the extras menu, bring back the freaking 20 modes, bro. I will do it all day, every day. Also, the Secret of the Mimic VR update. I need that. I need the VR update for Secret of the Mimic. Was my phone dead? No, okay. I wanted to make sure.
All I would want added is like when the shift is up you get to do a mini game like be the animatronic and have like a Friday night funkin' tie.
Type thing? Oh, hold on, wait, you could be like the animatronic, like how, like the old, like in FNAF 3, when you get lured and stuff. and you get Friday Night Funkin' because you get to like play the freaking guitar or sing or whatever. That'd actually be kind of fire though. That would be so fire. I'd get cooked at that, but I like in terms of doing that because my brain is just really bad. The one time I tried playing Friday Night Funkin', I failed. Ulysses has gone missing. The whole town's on the lookout for him. Yeah, blah 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 blah. The orange cat we've been seeing around is Ulysses. Bro, when they add Secret of the Mimic VR, I'm just gonna stream that. I'm gonna beat the entire game. In VR. It's gonna be so awesome when they do that. Good night. Huh? Are you good? Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna have to get, like, the 100% completion, like, White Tiger ending. Which ending from Secret of the Mimic do we think is canon? Because I personally think it's the car one. Unfortunately for Arnold. I mean, he dies in all of them but the, Tiger one. But I personally think the car one's canon.
Car ending.
Yeah, I'm glad we agree on that. I just don't see how it would fit in any of the other ones. I mean, the one where he gives him the data diver, the Mimic kills him and stuffs him in the thing. I mean, it wouldn't really matter if that happened. He gets the data diver either way, but the car ending is just like, it just makes more sense. And hear me out, crazy theory. When Phasm Entertainment found him, he was mimicking Arnold, and he was mimicking Arnold after he died, and so they thought he was deactivated. And that's why they took him. Because they thought that Arnold had deactivated him before he died. Hear me out, insane theory. Even though that theory, it wouldn't matter at all. Because, I mean, they acquired the Mimic either way and got him either way, but still.
W theory.
Oh, what's another FNAF theory that I could have? Honestly, there's not much. Oh, here's a FNAF theory that I can prove is actually true. Burn Trap is not the Mimic. Burn Trap is not the Mimic. I get so mad when people say that, because it's not. It's been said in, like, the official security breach files, and yes, I have them, updated from Ruin and without Ruin, because yes, of course I do. and it says that Burnt Trap is a Spring Bonnie, he's actually William Afton, main antagonist of the FNAF franchise, beat him and this ending is yours. Boom, confirmed Burnt Trap is Afton, no need for discussion anymore. I don't know why people think he's the Mimic. They have no similarities apart from like one hand, and that's not enough to go off of. It's like saying Springtrap's actually Toy Chica because they have like the same foot size or something like that. I don't even think they have the same foot size, but the point is, it's really, really dumb.
Who is dumb enough to think Bro is the Mimic?
Oh, like half the FNAF community. Like I've looked. This is why I've stopped looking at recent theories. Like, we know that Burnt Trap is the Mimic. No, wrong. You know what? I don't think... I know they're not the Mimic, right? And Afton's not in Ruins because... for who knows what reason. I feel like if Burnt Trap is somehow the Mimic, then William Afton is in control of the Mimic somehow. Because why would the Mimic even want to escape? Like, why would it doing that? It's just made to mimic things, not want to escape. Unless it's mimicking Arnold wanting to leave. Ooh, wait. Okay, here's the thing, though. What if it's mimicking Arnold wanting to leave the MCM facility? Or trying to escape the Ooh, wait, that's kind of a W theory, though. Or as for why it wants to escape. Not like that it's Burnt Trap or anything, but still. Like, my only thing is, okay, if we're saying that Burnt Trap is the Mimic, we're completely ignoring the fucking corpse on Burnt Trap. Like, are we just going to ignore that? Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna overlook that. Yeah, nope, not there. Don't see it. Where would that corpse go? Whose corpse is that? Why would they retcon him like that? That'd be such a dumb decision if it actually is the Mimic. Okay, here's another one. Do we think that the Freddy in Ruin that had the prototype on his foot is the Freddy that we have in Security Breach?
Nah.
Understandable. My only question is, like, where was that Freddy at during the actual Security Breach game? And are we gonna get, like, an explanation as to why there was a prototype Freddy? Wait! Hold on. What if the Endo in Help Wanted 2 that you make, like, you train, is actually the prototype Freddy? I mean, if you think about it, right? A lot of explanations for Ruin came, like, some other things came from Ruin. Like, Roxy having a different look was because she was wearing a mask that was given to her in Help Wanted 2. We don't see anything of Monty in Help Wanted 2, like, at all. Except, like, if you win a certain amount of minigames, you can get him as, like, a character to put on stage, and that's it. Which is not goated, because I like Monty. But also, if the Freddy we were having in Security Breach, if that was of the prototype...
Sorry, I'm fighting a really hard boss.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good. I'm just yapping about FNAF, because you know, I have nothing else to talk about. Uh, but if the prototype Freddy was the one we had in Security Breach, would that explain why his power is so bad even after the power upgrade? I mean, granted, there's still like a really big hole, as in it doesn't say prototype on his foot in Security Breach, and that's like a really big noticeable detail in Ruin. But would that also explain why he can't connect to the network? And obviously, since he can't connect to the network, he can't see Vanny. And when you put on the Vanny mask, you can't see him. He's gone because he's not in the network. But also the big giant freaking letter saying prototype throws everything off. And the present box in his chest also like throws everything off.
41 just fine.
Fuck. Alright, once I clean the Stego slide, then I'm going to end stream because, one, I still have to edit Spyro 2, Part 2. 2, it's 10. School tomorrow. Hope you win by that boss, by the way. If I can beat the easiest Valkyrie after 2 hours, you can beat this boss too. Despite the fact they're from 2 different games.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm tired.
That's so real. That's so real. I think I'm gonna fight the Valkyrie Queen Wednesday. And tomorrow I'm gonna... Okay, well that worked out. Tomorrow, tomorrow, Spyro 2 Part 2 comes out. Then tomorrow is another editing and, like, recording day.
W stream.
Yes. Has to happen every time you're here. You always have to yell out W stream, like, top of your lungs. Like you're in some metal band. Okay, but that's just like... That's just, like, how I'm imagining it, okay? But, anyways. Tomorrow I'm going to, like... hopefully quickly edit 2 videos. I'm going to choose like 2 short ones to get out. And then I'll probably do some off-camera work on God of War, like in between bits and pieces.
W stream.
Yeah! And then Wednesday, obviously, is when we actually are going to be in a PS party. God of War, platinuming it, experiments. And it will be so peak, so awesome, so great. And yeah. So, I think you're the only one here, but with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.